Quail eggs are emerging not only as a nutrient-dense superfood, but also as an environmentally responsible choice within the growing movement towards sustainable nutrition. As global awareness about food-related environmental impact increases, consumers are seeking protein sources that nourish the body while minimizing harm to the planet. In this context, quail eggs offer a meaningful balance of efficiency, nutrition, and ecological responsibility. Compared to large-scale chicken or cattle farming, quail farming requires significantly less land, water, and feed resources, producing a smaller carbon footprint while delivering high-quality animal protein. This makes quail eggs an attractive option for those striving to eat more sustainably without sacrificing nutritional value. One of the most compelling advantages of quail farming lies in its resource efficiency. Quails are small birds with low maintenance requirements and a rapid reproductive cycle, which allows farmers to produce eggs more frequently and with fewer environmental inputs. They consume less feed per gram of egg produced than chickens or ducks, and their smaller body size translates into lower water needs and reduced energy consumption for housing and temperature control. This efficiency means that quail farming can generate substantial nutritional output with minimal environmental strain, a critical factor as the world seeks sustainable alternatives to resource-intensive livestock production. In contrast to cattle farming, which is associated with high greenhouse gas emissions, deforestation for grazing land, and water pollution, quail farming has a minimal ecological impact. Quails can be raised in compact enclosures or integrated into small-scale, mixed-use agricultural systems, making them suitable for both rural and urban farming environments. This adaptability contributes to localized food systems, reducing transportation emissions and promoting fresher, more sustainable food production. In many regions, smallholder farmers can rear quails with limited space, improving food security while keeping ecological pressures low. Another environmental advantage of quail eggs is their relatively short production cycle. Quails begin laying eggs at around 6 to 8 weeks of age and can continue for several months with consistent output. This rapid productivity allows for efficient protein generation with fewer long-term resource demands compared to larger poultry or livestock operations. The smaller scale of quail farms also tends to encourage ethical and environmentally conscious practices, as these farms often operate with a focus on quality, waste reduction, and local distribution rather than industrial mass production. From a sustainability standpoint, quail eggs contribute to a more diversified and resilient food system. Relying too heavily on large-scale chicken, pork, or beef industries increases environmental vulnerability, as these systems are highly dependent on grain feed, water, and fossil fuels. Introducing quails as an alternative source of protein helps distribute agricultural pressures more evenly across species, reducing the risk of overexploitation and environmental degradation. Moreover, quail manure can be used as an effective organic fertilizer, returning nutrients to the soil and supporting regenerative agricultural practices. Beyond environmental impact, quail eggs support the philosophy of nutrient efficiency, the idea of obtaining maximum nourishment from minimal ecological input. Their high concentration of protein, vitamins, and minerals in a small, easily produced package aligns perfectly with modern sustainability goals. Each quail egg offers a dense nutritional profile, rich in iron, vitamin B12, choline, and antioxidants, meaning that a modest serving can deliver meaningful health benefits without the heavy ecological costs associated with larger-scale animal protein sources. Quail farming also contributes positively to biodiversity preservation. Unlike industrial poultry systems that often depend on monoculture feed crops such as corn and soy, small-scale quail operations can utilize more varied and locally sourced feed options. This flexibility supports ecological balance and reduces the carbon emissions associated with transporting standardized animal feed over long distances. Additionally, the smaller environmental footprint of quails allows for coexistence with other agricultural activities, enabling integrated farming models that use space and resources more efficiently. From a broader perspective, promoting quail eggs as part of sustainable eating trends reflects a shift toward mindful consumption. Consumers are becoming increasingly conscious of how their dietary choices affect the planet, and quail eggs offer a way to enjoy animal protein responsibly. They provide a middle ground between plant-based diets and traditional meat-heavy diets, offering a sustainable source of high-quality protein that aligns with global efforts to reduce agricultural emissions and conserve resources. In practical terms, Choosing quail eggs can be a simple yet impactful way for individuals to support environmental sustainability. Their compact size allows for efficient packaging and transport, further reducing food waste and energy use. Additionally, their versatility in cooking, from breakfast dishes to gourmet recipes, makes them an appealing option for modern consumers who value both health and environmental ethics. In conclusion, quail eggs represent a model of sustainable nutrition that harmonizes human health with ecological responsibility. Their production demands less land, water, and energy than chicken or cattle farming, while yielding nutrient-rich food with minimal environmental cost. By choosing quail eggs, consumers can actively contribute to reducing agricultural pressures, supporting local food systems, and promoting biodiversity. As the world moves toward more sustainable eating practices, quail eggs stand as a small but powerful example of how mindful food choices can nourish both people and the planet.